1003 forms are an important part of the mortgage process, so you need to be able to make the process of filling them out and submitting them as easy and accessible as possible for your borrowers. In the Options tab of your CRM, you can use the 1003 Forms section to customize your form for your business. Here, various settings for the form are sorted into 3 sub-tabs at the top of the page. These settings can only be seen and modified by the master account holder. The first sub-tab, Form Settings, contains a listing of the various possible fields for the 1003 form. Here, you can choose what appears on your borrower's forms and what they need to enter when completing them. The topmost option here separates the form into numbered sections. You can click any of the numbers above these sections to display the fields contained in a particular section. You can also elect to show or hide an entire section by clicking the eyeball icon for the selected section. Within each section of the form, fields will be listed in various subsections. Like before, you can hide or show any of these subsections using the eyeball icons. For each field, the name of the field will display under Option. The next column will be a text box. The text entered here will be the default text that will appear when a borrower starts completing the form. If you don't want any default text to appear for a field, leave this box blank. The checkbox to the right can be used to note any field as required. Borrowers will not be able to submit a form if any fields marked as required are empty. The next column will have a speech bubble icon. When clicked, a new text box will appear where you can enter a comment that will appear for the field. This comment will appear next to the field when a borrower is filling out the form, so it can be used to provide help or instruction for them. Enter the comment in the new text box, then click the checkmark icon to save it. You can use the X icon to clear any comments for a field. The last column will have another eyeball icon that can be used to show or hide any field. Whenever you add information, change a comment, or toggle any setting in your 1003 form, be sure to click the Update button at the top or bottom of the page to save the changes. You can also switch between the new and old versions of the 1003 form using the button above the section list. If you switch from the old 1003 form to the new version, please be aware that any currently incomplete applications in your client's loan portals will be restarted. Any information they have entered in these partially completed forms will be lost and not transferred to the new form. To confirm this action, click the Continue button. The second sub-tab, Consent Settings, allows you to customize the prompts for consent that borrowers will see while completing the 1003 form. The first menu option will enable or disable consent prompts on the form, and the drop-down menus below will do the same for individual elements requiring consent, including signatures for a credit check, the USA Patriot Act, and the completion of the 1003 form. Below each menu, a text box will display that will appear for each consent prompt. You can change any of the messages that appear here or use your own text. When finished, click the Update button at the bottom of the page to save any changes. The third sub-tab, Other Settings, contains miscellaneous settings for your 1003 form. The first option, if enabled, will automatically move a borrower's record to a new step in the marketing sequence pipeline when they complete their loan application. The step can be modified using the drop-down menu. You can also choose to have the date that a client completes the online 1003 form in their loan portal appear as the actual date for an in-processing stage of their record in your CRM. If you enable this feature, choose which field will use the completion date using the drop-down menu. The next two options also automate actions when a borrower completes their 1003 form, including sending you an email notification and removing the Loan App tab from the borrower's portal site. Below, a style template can be chosen for the 1003 form page. To enable live chat with the borrower while they fill out the form, check the Enable Chat box. When finished, click Update to save any changed settings. Thank you for watching this training video. To learn more about the BNTouch CRM, please check out our YouTube channel.